outside walking with that bitch. Look like I'm traveling. I love everything you hate about yourself. You keep me laughing. I go John Rambo. Pick up a butcher knife and stab you guys. A lot of yellow caution tape. The crime scene was graphic. I connected all my dreadlock to a fire-breathing dragon. Like them avatar monkeys, did them giant pterodactyls. I like white girls with long hair. Jessica the rabbit, she give eye contact. Suck my dick, lot of spit, gagging. I'm a narcissist, cocking you, flexing on you, bragging. Cut a rug on your carpet and your apartment. Dancing and gorilla glue, stick to you like protein and bananas. I'm a whole different species, rare breed of animal. 30 days a night, sound delicious for a vampire. So I lock up all the doors, then shut down all the blinders. And some rappers outside look like bats, bet they bite us, bet they trying to get inside to steal my notepad binder. Trying to find it, scratch, rewrite and then reword it. Them fag fuck niggas out that nuttier than squirrel shit. Faggot. Fuck niggas, form they foot squad and put Viagra in their eyelid. Wanted to look hard, like good lord. I'm trying to put my best foot forward. Size 13 shoe, Air Max, fuck Jordan. I'm all about mine, bitch nigga, fuck yours. And if you try to take what's mine, I'll react with blunt force. Mark Leezy, nigga.
Yeah, you're.
Fuck you mean?
What up,
Yeah,
though?
What's good? What's good? What's good? Peoples, how y'all doing out there tonight? This is 45 minutes of sports. And you know how we do it. It's the OG way, you dig? Got Jones in the building, pulled up as usual. You know what I'm saying? We got Mark Leezy in there, motherfucker, co-host in the bitch. He always in. You already know what I'm saying. And you got Most Hated in the building. You dig? We just
point at y'all niggas like Mojo Jojo.
Most
You feel me?
Jojo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Go hit him with the finger.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm like, well, dude, that nigga went to...
not Mojo Jojo. That's the nigga that used to hop out of.
Oh, the evil monkey from Family Guy.
Family Guy, the evil monkey. Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, shit,
But other than that, shit, we chilling. We just gonna talk all shit. Got a couple things we gonna update on. You know, we can get through that first, then we can get to what you want to talk about, Jones, or we can jump off with that and work our way through shit. However y'all want to rock it tonight.
It's whatever. You can go ahead and kick it off, and then we can kind of get into the nitty gritty after that.
Man, kick it off, Ghost, man.
I just wanted to touch on the damn. I'm surprised, shocked. I'm surprised, I'm shocked. I'm like congratulating the Bengals at the same time because everybody know the Bengals. Bengals don't really spend no money. That's why they always been the Bungles, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't like to spend no money. They like to do the bare minimum and keep it. So I am shocked. I just was waiting. I was excited to see where Higgins was going to go to help what offense he could be the number one wide receiver. But Joe Burrow told him in the press conference when he came on ESPN, I want y'all to find a way to keep both of them. You can restructure my contract, and I'll be damned. These motherfuckers got two number one receivers for the next 4 or 5 years, bro. So that defense gonna hurt. They're gonna have to get off in that draft. But how y'all feel about that? Are y'all shocked they was able to keep both of these wide receivers and pay them both big contracts?
They wasn't really spending no money though, was they, Vince? I know Vince got the numbers. You know what I'm saying? But they wasn't really spending no money on who they already had, though, right? They already had like money to spend, right? Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, they had a little money to spend because they knew they had to get Chase up, and they had got Burrows out the way. I think last year, you know what I'm saying? They went on and got him out the way, so you know they gave him a big contract.
Yeah,
and you know just those other ones. I think they had they had people coming up on contracts, so that's why the D lineman, the dude who led the league in sacks, they might lose him.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I got an interesting. You know, I like numbers, man. So
yeah.
But right before you go, Jones, are you shocked though, Mark, that they was able to do it?
I mean, they trying to make it interesting, dog. They need somebody, you know what I mean? Y'all been screaming Bengals, you know, all year long. Y'all been talking about they gonna be good.
I was hoping they was gonna lose it because you know I always said that was the one team I was scared of. I'm not worried about them with Baltimore. I'm more worried about them with the Chiefs, but being that I'm more Baltimore next year, it should be okay. But I was just shocked that they was able to, because normally in NFL throughout the history and how it go, you lose a player like that in this moment. but they found a way to keep him. But go ahead, Jones. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. You're good. Higgins and goddamn, what's the other dude? Damn name.
Chase.
Chase. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm fucking. I'm over here doing some damn math real quick. This shit is wild to me.
That shit wild.
This shit is wild to me. Okay, hold on. I'm almost done with my math.
All right, take your time.
All right. So check this out, man. AJ Brown and Devontae Smith collectively, their contracts is $171 million. 171
a year.
No, total combined for both their contracts, right?
Oh, okay, that ain't that bad. And they was the number one, as far as the number one and your number two receiver.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Okay.
but when you combine Chase and Higgins, their contracts are $227 million.
Yeah.
And that speaks volumes, because if you look at the difference, man, like that's $56 million. That'll get you some key players on defense. This is the stupidest move I've ever seen by any team. I saw a meme earlier that said the way the Bengals are constructing their team is like a 12-year-old playing Madden.
Yeah, he just want all the offensive players.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, the scores are going to be like, what, 50, 56 to goddamn on 50.
They're going to get you. They're going to average. They're probably going to lead the league in scoring.
Yeah.
They're going to average at least about 30 to 34 points a game. You know, that's going to be easy. But you might be giving up 35 and 36. That loses you the game. Or 40. That loses the game.
Yeah, and then you're going to run into a team like the Eagles or
that can score with you but got a better defense.
Or Pittsburgh, where they can literally run the ball on you all game and keep your defense on the field and keep Burrow and that offense off the field.
So it was stupid. Y'all think that was the dumbest move made by any goddamn?
I would go as strong as saying it was, I don't know. I think I do have to agree with Jones, man, because you know what? I was shocked. This shit don't normally happen, bro. When you got a receiver that's on his rookie contract and he done showed out, he done basically showed you he could be a number one for at least 25 more teams, if not more. You know what I'm saying? The number one target. And you lose that player because teams go after him, but they didn't even let him get out there in the free market to even get a taste so he can hear the type of money he would have made.
Yeah, they just tagged him. They was like, hey, you going to stay with us, and then we're going to figure out this contract.
Yep, exactly.
That's exactly what they did.
They bullied it. And if you draft a player and he grow with you, you understand it from the business side. But from the player side, I wanted to see him go out there and show that he can be one of those receivers that can compete when they start talking about the top receivers, because he'll never be mentioned as a top receiver as long as you under Chase.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
you always going to be a 1A or a wide receiver?
1B. Yeah, 1B. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, like you say, with the money, $56 million, bro, you could have got a few good players on defense. You could have changed your whole defense. Or you could have got a linebacker, a safety, and a cornerback. You know what I'm saying?
They took $9 million for a year or two.
Yeah. With that team, with that offense, and you'd have lost. Because I think you can afford to. It's gonna hurt because of course the offense is explosive with both of the wide receivers. But if you lost him, that means somebody else get a chance to step up. I'm pretty sure. The one thing about the Bengals over the years, even when they had Chad Ochocinco, Hushmanzada, and then they had old boy number 15, God bless the dead, that died on the back of the truck or something. You know what I'm saying? I forgot his name. Hurt something. I don't want to speak the name wrong, but he got into it with his girlfriend. She pulled off, was leaving. He jumped on the back of the truck, fell off, and
Damn.
Hold on now.
That nigga jumped on the back of the truck and chasing his girlfriend?
Chris Henry?
Yeah. Who? Chris Henry. I think that might be his name. Yeah.
Died in 2009.
Yep, 2009.
Yep. Fell out the back of a moving truck after having a domestic dispute with his fiance.
Literally chasing a woman. Died.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. That bullshit. They say that for Friday now.
There you go, Joe. There you go, Joe. See, the Bengals ain't gonna even have that type of defense right there. They ain't gonna have it.
Damn.
They get off in this draft because They got to go hit it in the draft. They can't go do all right. They got to go hit a fucking home run in the draft. You got to get young, good players that can sit there for another 3 to 4 years before you got to spend money on whichever one of them you want to get. But they can't go get average and below average players out the draft for the offense. Only thing they should be trying to get for the offense, maybe an offensive lineman. Other than that, I don't want to hear Bengals select offense. I don't want to hear offense unless that bitch. I don't want to hear it. That shit should be defense. Bengals select defense player, defensive player.
This shit is wild, man, because they literally have all the picks that they just own. They don't have it's 1 through 6. They only have a 7th round pick. This is bad. They got the 17th pick this year, and then in the 2nd round they got the 49th. I don't know how this is gonna go.
They got a hit with them, but they got a hit with them too, Jones. They got a hit out the park with them two, and they got to see if they can find a diamond in the rough.
Yeah, this is bad. Like you ain't no way in hell this is gonna be a dumpster fire, man.
And then, like Mark said earlier, they gonna have to see if they can snatch up some of these free agents for some 1 year hot contracts. Just them hot contracts. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're gonna have to pay them, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one of them hot contracts. 10 million, 15 million, 9 million. You know what I'm saying? Them hot contracts.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it because a lot of folks don't like the Eagles, but this is what happens when you don't sign your players early. This is exactly what happens.
Yep.
This is exactly what happens.
You see what the Texans did with their cornerback.
Yep.
They went on to sign his ass up because by the time he get ready, the market changing. You see what they just did with goddamn Chase. 40 million a year. When we see the wide receiver making 40 million a year,
that's how much they gave that nigga.
Yeah, and I'm not paying him that much either.
A year, bro.
I can't pay him that much.
Old boy like 20, 28, 30. What they gave?
I think about 31.
31. Yeah, 31 million. So that's 71 million going to 2 players on your team, and you got a 53-man roster, and you trying to win a championship.
Hey, did you see how much they gave fucking Josh Allen though, bro?
What they gave?
330. Listen, I got the shits right here. Hold up. $330 million contract, dog.
They just restructured it.
Listen, bro, that nigga they talking about how much he make down to the day and the seconds. How much he make, bro? This is retarded. Let me pull up Josh Allen, man. This retarded, dog. You know anything about this, Vince?
I'm looking at it right now.
Read that shit, dog. I mean, if you get to it before I can.
6 years, 330.
So they restructured his contract.
Here you go. Here you go. This. I'm a. Let me see if y'all can see that.
Get the fuck out of here.
Per year, 55 million. Okay, per month, 4 million. Per week, 1 million. Per day, 150,000. Per minute, he make $104. Hey, and per second, the nigga make $1.74.
God damn. So that nigga making money when he's sleeping, when he's shitting, when he's pooting, when he's farting, when he.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. They give me that much money, bro. I ain't going out. Don't ask me to do shit. Yeah. I'm not doing nothing. Hey, you want to go out? No, I'm good, dog. Y'all, why don't y'all come to the house?
Bro, I'm finna fuck around and I get that much money, bro. Listen, Buffalo, for that, he should shave the side of his head and tattoo the logo right there.
Buffalo, right there, nigga. Buffalo. Buffalo for life, nigga. That means you can't trade me nowhere, nigga.
$330 million? Oh, hell no.
$55 million a year, nigga.
A year, bro. A day, he making 10 million. What it was, 10 million was, hold on, what is it a day?
You said $1 million or something, I think. No, 100 and something thousand a day.
The first year going into a trust. That's
how
much
a day he make $150,000 a day. A day, my nigga. That's retarded.
That is wow, bro. That is.
You know they're gonna do Pat's on. They just recently did Lamar's. Ooh, boy, the bracket is changing, man.
Pay your players now before it get worse. Play your.
I think. You think Josh Allen worth that much money?
I do. I think because all right,
How much does that hurt their contract? They cap though.
Does it really hurt it? Does it really hurt it though? Because it's so extended, they can do the same thing you do with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, just keep switching it around, changing it up.
You keep switching it around. I mean, I think it's perfect for them to do that because I don't see Josh Allen going no goddamn well.
Oh,
where is he gonna go?
He go nowhere. That team they be dead. They be dead in the water. And it's in 6 years, so he got about with the way he played, he got about 4 to 6 more good years. He ain't gonna be able to play long. So that's a good contract for that's a good contract for him and a good contract for the organization because with the way he played, he won't be playing for another at this level for another 4 to 6 years. He might go past that, but it won't look like this Josh Allen we're looking at right now.
This nigga make $150,000 a day. I mean, it's some doctors that make that in a year.
Yeah.
This nigga making that in
money.
A
day.
For entertainment. That's exactly what it is,
bro. For entertainment. And then a person can be making that, and then years go by, they retire 3-4 years later, you be like, Josh Allen in the news, bankrupt. What the fuck?
How?
What?
How?
He what?
No fucking way.
There's so many people, man. When I hear about that with celebrities and athletes that we know that made over 10, 20, 30, or over 100 million, some people over in the 400 to 500 million, and you go broke, man, I don't feel sorry for you. Don't ask me for nothing outside that store. When I come outside the store jingling change, nigga, don't ask me for shit.
That's crazy.
Ask me for a motherfucking thing.
A motherfucking thing, nigga. Because you shouldn't be here.
You like, hey man, you got something, nigga. I should be asking you. Do you have something? The fuck you mean?
Yeah, nigga that fell off like old boy off Snowfall and shit, man.
Yeah. How y'all feel about I'm talking about this shit is going down to where this shit might be changed next year. So all because of the Eagles and that damn tush push. They are having meetings as we speak about taking that out the game. How y'all feel about that?
I don't agree with it, but
I don't agree with it either. Just because you can't stop something, you just change the rule.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been stopped. I done seen it get stopped at the goal line before.
Yep.
So it can be stopped. That's up to you to build up your defensive line to learn how to motherfucking play against it. That's like telling them niggas to take the triangle offense out of basketball, bro. No, you can't stop it. You just can't stop it.
And they are really you got different organizations. I saw at least about 4 or 5 of different head coaches and shit with organizations speaking on it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Now they trying to say it's an injury hazard. But who done got hurt up under the tush push? I ain't heard about no big injuries up under the tush push.
Chris Jones and the Chiefs.
His finger might get broke.
Oh yeah, he definitely been talking about that shit. Yep.
He got hurt, but that's his goddamn fault that fucking happened. I don't think that there's a legit reason. And to be honest, if they end up nixing this shit, where they'll be like, hey, we're not changing this fucking rule. Don't bring this shit up again. Don't bring this shit up again.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. We cater to the offense too fucking much, man. Like
too much, bro. Too much.
You know,
too much.
Like I understand,
but that's something to hurt the offense. Actually,
it will, but it's not even
something to more help the defense. But I don't think if you're gonna help the defense with something, I can think of a few more better things to help the defense with than taking a play away that you just can't stop. That's almost like you saying the Moss, where you just let one person run up the field and he catch the bomb over everybody, but you can't stop it, so y'all want to change the rule.
No more streaks.
No more streaks. Yeah.
That's weak, dog. That's weak.
I ain't gonna lie. I think you should probably take away some of the restrictions that they have on defense, man. To be honest. I think to some degree that the targeting rule is warranted. But to some extent, you can't you telling a grown ass fucking man that's running full speed to stop in a split of a second that weighs over like 250.
Thank you.
It's
that's
a little.
What I be saying, bro. Like that's the same shit I be saying. Like, come on, man.
Or just make it flag football then, since y'all niggas all scared and shit.
Hey, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
How y'all feel about about this right here, man. LeBron James has surpassed Allen Iverson in steals. He has surpassed Magic Johnson in assists. He has surpassed Michael Jordan in points. He has surpassed Larry Bird in triple doubles. And he has surpassed Wilt Chamberlain in field goals, man. So
he played 23 damn years. It's not shocking.
it is kind of you still got to do that shit though.
Yeah,
you can't be there that long.
You're gonna be able to play that long unless you playing good. Because there's a lot of players that we thought would play the next year and they has faded away out of the league. But LeBron kept playing at a high level. You know what I'm saying? At a high enough level or a high level so he can play that long. So shit, you play that long at a high level, and that's what's not shocking about it. I'm already over past shock of how long you play. But like I said, I heard somebody the other day. This dude was on damn TikTok talking about the same shit. I don't know. We gonna see.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah.
I'll say this shit here, man, and nobody can ever answer this question to me without showing a biased LeBron James. I don't live in the world of ifs. If ifs were fifths, we would all be drunk.
Yep.
However, LeBron pays over $1 million to take care of his body due to science. If that same opportunity was provided to Jordan and Kobe, Wilt Chamberlain, for that matter, Bill Russell, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson.
Some of that stuff was out back then, though, bro.
I disagree. I think the science is way too advanced for that moment. Okay,
now look at the wrestlers now, right? And then look at the wrestlers back then. Who was geeked? Who was more geeked up, bro?
We had up now, shit.
Nah, but bro, you remember how them niggas was looking.
But it's better stuff to control your anger, your emotions. See that shit they was geeking up on. They hadn't did all the studies and the science hadn't worked through it with the test to make it not where it's not as dangerous and not as hazardous as those steroids and performance enhancement drugs that they was using. So now they're a lot different. They can hide them. They hide them. I'm telling you, man. I'm just telling you. There's no way nobody can play this long and play at the level he playing without more. I don't give a fuck about what you spend on your body. There's only so much exercise and goddamn green lettuce and cabbage you can motherfucking eat.
There's always that guy
jumping the same way you jump. I'm telling you.
There's always that guy at the Y though, bro. That older guy that you've been like, man, that nigga been in here since 10 this morning, and he's still keeping up with everybody. Now he ain't got put off the court yet,
right? That goes back to what I'm saying, because if we had this shit back in the 80s and 70s, there's only one freakish person that I can 110% say that probably would have survived in this era of NBA, and that's Wilt Chamberlain. Who the hell is stopping him?
Yeah,
Kareem would have survived. Kareem didn't even eat meat, man.
That's subjective.
That man, you know what I'm saying?
I think Kareem would have survived too, because if he came with that same shot, because nobody couldn't stop that hook shot, man. You gotta be Wemby Yamba to be able to have a chance to stop that goddamn hook shot that Kareem had.
Okay,
Wemby gonna get toe up.
You're right about that. Wemby wouldn't make it in the 80s and 70s.
No, I'm just talking about like far as being able to jump high enough and long enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you still got to be able to time him, get on his body. I think what they need to do in the NBA is put the hand check back in the game.
Yes, I agree.
Put the hand check back in the fucking game.
Please let me you can put the forearm on him though, right?
Yeah, but you can't hand check. You can't hand check no more.
Well, I mean, it ain't but so much pushing off with the hand, dog, until it's a foul, though, bro. Like that's too much. A lot of
okay. I got an argument for you on that, then, Mark. Then, so tell offensive players to stop pushing off, because Curry does it every time he dribbles.
Yeah, he the only one. Are they going to you? I hate those fouls when they dribbling the ball and they jump into the shooter, then shooting the referee like foul. Bitch, you jumped into me.
I get to guard the ball though, Vince. So if my lead arm is right here, it's not really a push off. It's a I'm creating distance between me and the ball. I get to protect the ball.
No,
You know
no,
what
that's
I'm
not what I mean by that. No, I get that because I do that too when I play ball.
Yeah,
I'm talking
right.
about extending your arm.
Like this.
When you extend your arm, if your elbow is a right angle, like you just did, and then it extends out to push, then it's a push off.
Yeah, just like in the NFL for a wide receiver. If he do like this and he kind of do it like that, but if he just full hand and like that bitch extend, the elbow pop out, you stretch out. Oh yeah, they throwing the flag.
We got to call that.
Yeah.
All right. So I got one before. I got another one. I've been looking this up because that actually crossed my my TikTok today. And I was thinking about this today, and then I'll get into the picks I was talking about earlier that I sent you, Leezy. So the WNBA is talking about sitting out this season.
I'm still right here.
No, you good. They're talking about sitting out because they're not getting the same amount of pay as the as the NBA. What is your thoughts on that? And I have two things here that I'm going to bring up.
Okay.
So what is your thoughts on that?
I hate
they want equal pay. They want equal pay. Let me say that before somebody sees this and thinks that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. They want equal pay.
So they feel like they should be getting those $15-20 million contracts and $30 million contract. They don't bring enough. I don't know, man. I think I don't think it should be equal. They should at least get maybe a third of what the NBA get, maybe
a third.
No, maybe a third out of 10. Okay, out of a whole pile of 10, they should probably get a 6th to a 7th of what the NBA get, because they still got people that's in the WNBA that's making money for the culture of basketball. You know what I'm saying? For women, it's still women in the WNBA that's making other girls want to join the NBA and work hard and play hard. And a couple of them are marketable, right? You know what I'm saying? But not the whole league. Like, you could go to any team in the NBA and find a marketable player and be like, yeah, I can see why they paying him this much, this nigga. But every team in the WNBA ain't like that. WNBA probably got about 12 players that's really let you know that the WNBA still lit. You know what I mean? So a
lot of them players play with the same team. Shit.
Yeah. They sit right on the same motherfucking team. So it's like, I think they should get a 6 out of the 10, out of the whole pie of 10. I don't think it should be equal though. They're not bringing in the equal numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. What you think about that, OG?
What's that?
The WNBA is considering sitting out because they're not getting equal shares of what the NBA is making.
What?
Yeah.
One more time.
Strike.
Yeah, the WNBA players are considering sitting out this year because they're not getting equal shares as the NBA is.
So when they say equal shares, they're saying based on what the WNBA is making, not saying they want the same salary that the NBA players are making.
Yep, correct.
Which one? The first part?
The second part.
So they want the same salaries that the NBA players are making.
No. I'm sorry, I must have misheard that. They don't want the same salaries as them. They
just want the salary based on the income that the WNBA makes.
Correct.
Okay. So they want a lot more, but it's just they want to leave. So based on what because the NBA, besides the NFL is the number one sport in America. Everybody know that in the world, So after that, I would say NBA got to be close up there with soccer. Soccer is number one up there too, but we don't really do soccer like that in America. You know what I'm saying? But out of the country, soccer is the biggest thing in the world. You know what I'm saying?
The World Cup.
It is. It is. Soccer is the biggest thing.
Yeah. So, but then you got the NFL. Then I would say probably NBA or baseball. So
I think baseball may have the NBA a little bit by a little bit.
I can give you that. I can give you that because I can't come with a definitive argument to say that it's not true. So I can go with that. But my point, I want to break that down, kind of get your brains on the wave of what I'm saying. So based on what the NBA players making. The average contract for the good players is in the range of 30 to 50 million in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? 30 to 50 million dollars a year. You know what I'm saying? To the star, all-stars, greats, and future Hall of Fame players. So if you base that off the WNBA, their bracket is not like that. So if the NBA is making 10 billion, then the WNBA may be making 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're making 4. So that means they're going to want at least contracts where they're like 10 million to 20 million a year.
Yep, that's exactly what Lizzie said.
Okay, so about 10 to 20 million a year, and I don't really see nothing wrong with that. Now that I think about it, because they making money, and no, they're not making what the NBA players are making. But the fact that these women are professional players, do all this extra shit, making y'all all this money, and some of them got to go work a job in the off season, that's some bullshit.
Hey, but check this out though, Ghost. Real talk. When the last time you sat down and watched the whole WNBA game?
And that was gonna be my argument. I was gonna tell them to go sit down. I was really gonna tell them to go sit down. But when
if they have to go sit down, I don't really think it'd be missed to answer that part of your question too.
Like that right there, Mark, I have to agree. I don't think it'll be missed because we don't love it enough to miss it.
Right.
But if they keep going with where they're going now and don't do this strike right now, wait about 4 to 6 more years, we'll love it a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But y'all striking because Caitlin Clark, motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Really. Y'all had one good year and now y'all want to go strike? Nah. So when you look at it like that, yeah, I rephrase. I don't think they deserve the 10 to 15, 20. I think, but you definitely can start giving them $5 to $10 million a year because it's not even a WNBA player that's making $1 million a year besides before Caitlin Clark got in there. They wasn't making $1 million a year on a contract. Not even.
Is she with the strike, bro? Is Caitlin Clark is she headstrong about striking?
No, Angel Reese is the one that's been bringing this up.
Yeah, she been talking about that. And that's some other shit. That's my girl. That's my girl. I fuck with Angel Reese. I fuck with her too, but she ain't.
Yeah, she ain't a big enough. She ain't a big enough push. Yeah,
you out of place only because this is your second year. Like, come on now, what the fuck? That's like you coming to somebody's house and after one day being there, you're like, you know what? I think you need to move this couch right here and then move this table. What the fuck?
and motherfucker, they gave you a McDonald's commercial. You got your own burger.
Yeah, you got tater chips in there. Just keep doing what you're doing. You trying to be too important, too powerful, because she's an advocate. So you know what I'm saying? But I think it's a little bit too polished. It don't look authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with it, but I'm gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be fair. And I just think it's a little cheesy for her to try to set this off right now. I just think it's a bad business move for the WNBA because, like you said, Mark, and like we just kind of all agreed, ain't nobody gonna miss it. Ain't nobody be like, let them stop the NBA. Let them stop football. Man, they gonna have to get that shit fixed because they know the fans is like, what the fuck? We got no basketball, we got no football.
It's gonna be a fucking riot.
It'll be a riot. Ain't nobody gonna say shit about no WNBA.
How you feel about it, Ben?
Okay, so
babe, you talking about lighter?
Put goddamn.
Hey, my bad.
You straight. You straight, bro. I want both of y'all to put y'all business hats on. Business owner hats on. Before I say this. Okay. So the NBA owns 60% of the teams in the WNBA.
What?
60%. Annually, the NBA provides $15 million to the WNBA every year. Every year, including up to this last year, the WNBA has lost between $40 to $50 million. They are in a deficit of $40 to $50 million running this league. where can they pay them the extra money that they're asking for?
Damn.
Shit. Take that same money from put it this way. All them technical files, y'all be charging them niggas 100,000, 200,000. Take when them niggas get texts and shit and get into the
They won't even make a dent, Mount Lazy.
No,
won't even make a dent.
You know why you can't do that, Leezy? Because the texts that come from the NBA pay the retirees from the NBA.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
That's why they don't want them to do it, but they want you to do it. Shit.
Yep. Yeah.
Because it's like a quota. Say if it's $1,000 cap that you got to get there, but the fines only came up to $650. That means they got to put that money there to finish that cap out. But if the NBA, if they cap out, then they ain't got to spend no money.
Yeah. They're in a deficit every time they start this league up. It is impossible for them to make any money.
Now that you say it, man, damn, they can't even afford to do.
They can't afford to breathe.
They can't. All they can do is they can't really do nothing. They fuck. The only way they can get saved is people's tuning in because they just because like you say, the NBA giving them $15 million. The WNBA probably got they got their own $15 million to go with it, but you still under the cap because you going in debt for at least 10 to 15 million because you can't get that 45 million gross. You're not grossing. You just trying to break. They're just trying to breathe.
Yeah, yeah, and they can't even afford to breathe. They probably owe us money.
For watching shit.
They probably owe us fucking money. So
that's crazy though, bro.
So this is the thing though. Now and I'm not trying to like talk about. I'm not trying to talk about like how like downplay them and shit, man. But like they have like new contracts coming up and shit. Like they got like a $200 million contract coming up. I think it's with Amazon. You know, and it's a streaming service or whatever. But you know, you're making that money, but then you also got to pay the people that you owe.
And that's where it comes in at. That's where the NBA. See, the NBA will be in probably not the same type of debt or trouble, but they got so many motherfucking sponsors, man.
Yes.
They got so many sponsors. Everything they use NBA, use the logo, they're using the players. And they got it in the NBA and the NFL got it set so tight and so smooth. You can't even like if I play for a team, I can't even go nowhere with my shit, with my whole uniform on and think I can make my own money. In NFL and NBA get a cut of that because you're using their logo. You can't use their logo without getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Their jerseys, the players not making money off their jerseys. The NBA make that money. You were thinking like, damn, LeBron killed it. He made this with his contract and he sold the one jersey and Curry, Stephen Curry, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. No, they don't get that fucking money for them jerseys.
Bro, it's a tough situation because I like the WNBA. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I like it too.
I think Jordan probably get a little piece of his shit though.
Who?
I think Jordan get a little piece of his jerseys and shit though.
Back then, he might have had some kind of deal with the team, but the team don't run the whole NBA. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You have to make that deal with your team. They have to compensate you for that on their own personal time because on their contract because you can't make the NBA or the NFL do it because it's the whole organization.
You're right.
Man, that shit's wild, bro. Like I'm just looking at all this shit, man, and I was doing the numbers and I'm like, yo, y'all in debt. And there ain't no telling how far back y'all been in debt. So how the hell do you expect to make more money? Because you got to pay your debts before you can even.
Yeah, boy, Jones, you put a whole different perspective then. When you say put the business hat, when you broke the numbers down, and then I looked at it, I'm like, oh shit, damn.
That's why I'm glad my dog on here. My nigga be on the numbers, dog.
Boy, shit, they can't afford to give them shit, bro. And it's sad. You want to give them something. You want them to feel appreciated. Right. What they got to understand is that they're doing the work that they was doing back in the day with the Wilt Chamberlains and the Magic Johnson and Larry Birds when they was trying to deal when Michael Jordan came, it shot out the roof. You know what I'm saying? They got to build their league. It's
gonna take some time, man.
Yeah, it's gonna take time.
I really think they should lower the goal till about 9.5 feet and let them dunk. If the hole can go to the hole and look, it could be more exciting. Niggas
They
are
don't
tuning
have
in
the
to see
same
the whole
size
crash
control
on
as
stuff.
the men, though. They shit is not regulation as the men. The men's zone is at 10, 12 feet, ain't it?
No, it's 10.
It's 10. They both got 10 feet. I think they should lower it to 9 for the women and let them go crazy, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I agree with that. Make it
Look,
more exciting.
I'm very hard on the integrity of the game, man. Let it stay at 10, man.
Wait, no, let me see if I can make an argument for him just to convince you. Okay, just think about it. We don't even have a national, stay with me, we don't even have a national football league for women because women can't go out there and do that physical type of play. You know what I'm saying? Without the way the men do it. So they don't do that. We have women boxing, but you don't have cross boxing when you got women and men boxing. Yeah. So now that you got two sports that men are just dominating, we know we're stronger. The men are stronger. We can jump high. Not saying the women can jump, but we're just built different. We're built to be stronger and build and protect. You know what I'm saying? Women are built for different things. So when you break that down and you talk about playing the same sport, that's why I don't have men teams playing women teams because we already know it wouldn't be fair. So I don't see now. If you said 8, I will have an argument with that. But bringing it down just a little bit, just so they can be able to play it. I think bringing it down to that level would make it where they can look like the men playing on their level. It won't be extreme where everybody dunking because everybody still ain't gonna be able to dunk. But I think it'll make it more balanced where it can look more like the NBA game.
Okay, all right. Well, let me counteract that. Okay, I was in the Marine Corps, right? And I think it was in about 2018. They started integrating women into infantry roles, right?
Right.
Okay, so General Mattis, I know y'all don't know who he is, dude. One of the craziest folks I've ever met in my damn life, man. He said that always be friendly to everybody in the room, but always also have a plan to kill everybody in the room. That was his mentality.
Damn.
Right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey, that's real.
Yeah.
Because I try to be cool with everybody in the room, but I'm sizing like I beat all y'all ass, not kill them, but I feel that mentality. That's why I said that's cold. That's crazy. You got a scope. That's crazy.
So he got in so much trouble and got so much flack with the U.S. government because women wanted to be in recon and go to MARSOC, which is like the Marine Corps'. It's the Marine Corps' version of being a SEAL. It's hard. They wanted him to lower the standard for women to get into MARSOC, and he said, no, the standard is the standard. We're not moving it. And women still made it. They still made it in, becoming infantry. They came in, becoming recon. They were MARSOC, all this shit here. We didn't move the bar. I know some women in the Marine Corps that can outrun a man, that can physically outdo a man.
But they're trained. Yeah. You take an average dude that don't really do nothing, just get up every day, go to his little job, come home, no exercise, no nothing. You get a woman from the Marines, she will work the fuck out his ass.
Yeah. So and that's my argument. I don't want to move the bar down for them when the bar doesn't need to be moved down. Women have overcome a lot of damn shit. They have. So I don't think that lowering the goal on a basketball rim, I think it'd be more of a discredit to them more than a service.
Well, you took a cold angle. Well, guess what? No, he took a cold angle on that rebuttal, though.
He did. Check this out. What about the size of the basketball? The women's basketball is smaller than the men's. It's not a standard.
So why did
because their hands smaller.
So what? It's some niggas in the NBA with small hands. They still got to dribble that ball. Can you grip a ball?
Kwame. Don't you bring up Kwame? I can't.
Yeah, Kwame got small ass hands. You know what I'm saying? So it's niggas that can't even grip the ball in the NBA, dog.
Yeah.
I can grip a basketball. I'm 5'6".
Oh, you might have a big palm. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I got web hands.
You got that suction palm.
Yeah, I got web hands. No, I get it.
But my only little thing on that, Jones, my little comeback, because like I said, you made a good argument, and I feel you from that standpoint. I can't argue with you. But my only thing, just like Mark Lee said, if the ball is smaller because of their hands, why can't the goal be lower? Because no matter what, like you say, they made it through the Marines, but when have we seen a Skywalker, a woman being a Skywalker? We done seen men do it. We got John Morant jumping and dunking. We wouldn't even think this nigga can dunk. You know what I'm saying? Derrick Rose. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think every woman. I think you might be seeing it as what they won't even have layups no more. Everybody gonna be dunking. Some of the women still won't be able to dunk on that 9.
No, I agree with you on that. I just don't know. I don't want to discredit them because they're already getting discredited enough, man. They ain't making enough fucking money.
Yeah,
we
might have a negative thing on it.
And this is a Friday conversation because I don't want to get into this on this one here, but there is a very big reason why the WNBA is not making the money they supposed to do, and it ain't got nothing to fucking do with the men.
What they got? What it is? Drop that jewel.
The men show up for the NBA. Do the women show up for the WNBA?
It's not a lot of it. Do it be a lot of women in that crowd?
Damn, you know what? The men damn show. They make sure they show us unless they either not showing them like they show the men when the men go, or the women ain't really going to support the men's game.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, man. Like if women are supposed to be unifying and it's all about unity and shit. Yep. Why are you not at the game? Because I'll show up to the goddamn game. I love basketball. It ain't gonna bother me.
Because like you say, because the NBA is winning because you got the men showing up and you got the women showing up.
Yep.
But over there at the WNBA, you probably got just as many men showing up as it is women. You know what I'm saying?
They got to do something to make it exciting, dog. Like Angel Reese, she got to understand her style of play is. I done seen her miss 20 putbacks before she put the motherfucker actually in the basket.
Yeah, I've seen that shit.
She's got more of a man style of a game. She does.
Yeah.
She does. You know. I mean, she's a banger. That's all it is. She's like a poor man on the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, she a big bitch though. You know
what
I mean?
Lord,
big girl. She a big girl. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Well, boy, she put it on though. She put it on when she put it on.
Yeah, she do. Yeah. Hey man, they got good game, man. All of them got good game.
Yeah.
I thoroughly, man. My uncle is a season ticket holder for the Atlanta Dream.
I wouldn't mind seeing her go. That's what I want to do. Definitely want to get back in to go to some games. Because definitely you can get to Atlanta and make it to a Hawks game, boy. They damn near paying you to come in there. Shit.
That's crazy.
hey, no lie, down the road, man. That might be something we could do. We could do a live event in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Do a podcast and do a cameo at the Atlanta Dream.
Hell yeah. Take that shit on the road, man. We definitely That'll be fire as fuck.
All right, I'm gonna switch on y'all guys real quick here. I got a topic here, and it's a starting 5. You have to choose 5.
Hey, hold up when we get there. I want to ask y'all one more thing because we had switched from the NFL.
Okay.
Another thing they talk about changing. If y'all don't know, how y'all feel about the division? They some teams, the Lions are one of the main teams. They saying just because you win your division, you shouldn't have a home game. It should go by your record. How y'all feel about the division winner getting an automatic home game?
Hell no.
That ain't fair to the fans.
No, it ain't. No,
that ain't fair to the fans, bro.
Hey, that home field advantage didn't even help them.
Yeah.
So they had the audacity to even say that. The football is the most physically demanding sport in America.
Yes.
So you winning your division is your merit. That's what you do. You win your division. Oh shit, we got home games. All right, cool. Bet. We got the best record in our conference. We got home field advantage. We earned it. You have earned it. In the NBA and all that shit, I understand that. That's a different thing. Because these guys got rest and they can take time off for fucking load management.
Yeah,
but you can't take load management in NFL because
they will
replace your ass.
Bitch, you better be hurt. You better be hurt for real. Matter of fact, the doctor right there waiting on you. Go in that room right there. We gonna see if that leg really hurt like you say.
Yeah, pay you too much money, nigga.
Yeah. So I think I agree with y'all. I don't think like the only thing I get where they coming from. Like if you barely made it, you went 9-9. How many games it is? You go 9-9.
17 games now, ain't it?
Yeah,
or 18.
Yeah, it's 17 games now.
Yeah.
So you go 500. I barely make the playoffs, but the other team just didn't have the best record, and another team got more wins. They went 16-1, and you went 14-3. But you got to go and play them on the motherfucking road when you got to. That's the part that kind of I understand where they coming up with it from, because like goddamn, I'm 14-3. This motherfucker 9 and goddamn 8 and barely made it, and I got to go play in his goddamn house. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's only fair to the fans, man. You know what I'm saying?
But my rebuttal to what I just said, even though I said it, is that the division has 4 teams in them. So if you take that away, like old boy said earlier, you might well take the division out of it. If the division leader don't win the division and get an automatic spot in the playoffs and get a home game, what's the purpose of having the divisions? What we fighting for?
Just that's straight BS. I don't agree with it at all, and it's really weird coming from the damn Lions that they even making this case.
Yeah,
Are they worried about playing the Packers and the Vikings in their division in the first round or something like that? That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Some going on the
that's all they do now in the NBA, in the NFL, in the offseason. Whatever they didn't like about the previous season, they cry about it and they try to get the shit changed.
Yeah. Hey, give me 1 second. I'll be right back, and I can ask that question. I'll be right back.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, they cry about that shit in the end. They just, like, like the tush push. They cry about the tush push. They cry about the division. You know what I'm saying? Years ago, they was crying about the goddamn the overtime rules. No, then it was the overtime rules in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever it is, they just complain about it and then they go and change the rules.
I don't know. That's just because all the old heads dying out in the big offices.
Yep.
The ones that used to like football, they gone, bro.
Yeah, the motherfuckers, when you brought some shit to them like that, they cuss your ass. If you don't get the hell out my goddamn office,
let them boys play. Damn right.
Yeah, but now you got all these young motherfuckers, and so they running the shit how they want to run it, and the shit is just getting fucked up. They keep watering down the game, that shit gonna be just water.
Yeah. How you feel about when them niggas talking about the receiver of the Baltimore just got Hopkins? They talking about every receiver that end up going to the Ravens. That's the graveyard for receivers.
Steve Smith went over there and balled out. Antoine Bolden, he went over there and balled out. You know what I'm saying? Who died? Who went over there and died?
They just saying them niggas don't never get no jury, dog. Like them niggas just go over there just to end the career. That's where I'm going at.
Baltimore got 2 Super Bowls, so them wide receivers that was on them teams damn sure got some jury. But I don't know what wide receiver died. I don't know what Hopkins got left. I don't know if he needed a full season, because I thought they was gonna bring him back. You know what I'm saying? But I guess he didn't do what they expected him to do.
I don't think he washed up.
That was kind of wild that he didn't re-sign by the Chiefs. I thought that was.
Yeah, that kind of shocked me. That shocked me. But they do got them 3 boys over there. If they get old boy back, so they gonna be good if they stay healthy. They stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be explosive, but it don't matter how fast the motherfuckers can run. If y'all can't block no goddamn body, you gonna get a chance to throw the ball to them. Shit,
straight up.
But as far as the division go, I think it's some bullshit. But what was the question you had, Jones?
All right, cool.
We're going to close it out with this one.
All right, fair enough. All right, so you got 6 players, man, and you got to choose 5 as your starting 5, and you got to have 1 coming off the bench. You got Tim Duncan, Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Durant, and Shaq.
Who coming off your bench?
Who coming off my bench?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, boy.
You saying those the players we all got?
Yeah, that's all the players I got. I'll start first.
I'll
start first. I got Durant coming off my bench. With good reason. I got him coming off the bench.
What's the reason, dog?
When the offense or the defense gets tired, you got Kevin Durant, who's a walking bucket.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. I got LeBron running my 1.
Okay.
And then obviously I would put Mike. I know that Mike got a lot of defensive like titles and all that shit, man. Like he got accolades there or whatever. I'm putting Mike at my 2. And then I'm gonna put Kobe at my 3.
Yeah.
And who the fuck stopping Duncan and Shaq?
I got
It's interchangeable though. Like my 2 and my 3 are interchangeable. It don't matter. But
yeah, based on the team you playing, the matchups.
yeah, it's interchangeable. But Durant's off because he'll walk and bucket. Hell of a 6-man.
Okay.
it's on me.
Yeah.
Oh man. See, I mean, you know the obvious thing would be
Are we using those same players or whoever we
Yeah,
got?
same players.
same play.
Okay, out of those players, who you got coming off?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Tim Duncan, my nigga, man, but he gotta sit down though, man.
Really?
Like, yeah, man. Tim gonna have to sit down.
Well, he's
You know,
trying to
Shaq-
come at you hard. Balt Lee's
Yeah.
trying to come at you hard with that lineup.
Hold on, wait. I'm about to come at your ass hard because aren't you a Spurs fan?
I am. That's why I say Tim, my dude, dog.
He having a real moment. Let the man speak.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. Tim got to sit this one out, man, and come off the bench. He got to come.
It shocked me too, Joe. That's why I want to hear.
Yeah, I'm sitting back in my. I gotta get a camera, bro. Y'all can see me sitting back in my seat right now.
Hey, I'm just saying, my boy Kevin Durant, man. I'm gonna put him at the 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let Bron and Shaq go crazy down there like how they do, man. You know what I'm saying? Jordan, I almost set Kobe down. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's who you was gonna sit down anyway. That's who I thought you was gonna say any damn way. So you shot the shit out of me when you said Tim Duncan.
I almost was gonna sit Kobe down because I was like, when Jordan get tired, you got the same type nigga coming in, busting your ass just like But Tim, I just think Tim, I bring Tim in when I want to slow the game down a little bit after Durant get a little tired, or Bron get a little tired. Bron get a little tired, I let Bron go sit down and Tim come in for Bron, dog. You know.
We all talking in prime though. In prime?
Hey, Tim was running the flow in his prime. But that nigga Kevin Durant in his prime though, bro. He ain't. Come on, man. I'm taking Kevin Durant over Tim all day though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think as far as me with that same lineup, I agree, but I agree for a different reason. I'm taking Tim Duncan out, but I'm gonna take when Shaq get tired, he coming in for Shaq, and then we gonna move a little bit faster, especially with they all in their prime. Not just Shaq was moving too, in his prime.
Yeah, all of them were.
All of them was runners in their prime. So shit, you really ain't gonna change nothing. Offensively, it's gonna change offensively. You're gonna be able to still get buckets, but Tim got buckets a different. He was the best backboard shooter I ever fucking. I was like, how did he keep doing this shit? This man got to be practicing these shots, man.
Tim don't play too much fast break basketball, and them 5 there on the floor. Shaq,
that's what I'm about to say. When they stop and start playing half court basketball, Tim is a better defender than Shaq. Yeah. Shaq could have been the best defender ever played, but he just didn't apply it to himself.
He was fucking lazy.
Yeah, he was lazy. Yeah. He didn't want to do it, but he could have been the greatest. Shaq could have been the greatest basketball player of all fucking time, man. He would have outdid Jordan. If you'd have had the work ethic that Kobe Bryant had, shit.
I mean, if the dream was never playing basketball, then Shaq would be the greatest center if Hakeem didn't play.
Oh, hold up now. See, you about to start a whole nother goddamn argument.
I mean, that's a can of worms right there, man. I ain't gonna lie. Shaq the best center that I've ever seen play, like the center position for how it's supposed to be played, other than Hakeem, is Shaq, man. And then, I mean, Kareem really was like a four.
Kareem could never move like Shaq. He wasn't slow, but he wasn't like Shaq was like big but moved like a fucking small forward. Like
he moved fast, bro. But he couldn't see the dream though.
Powerful. Shaq tore down rims in every level of basketball, all the way to the NBA.
But he couldn't beat the dream though.
Kareem was his kryptonite though. Yeah. It was just something about Kareem. Kareem was big enough because Kareem was big, but he had that wide body.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I got something for you on this one then too, because if Kareem was Shaq's kryptonite, so was Tim Duncan.
Was Shaq kryptonite?
Yeah.
Shaq gave Tim Duncan gave Shaq problems too.
Shaq was tearing Tim,
but I don't think he gave him the problem. They kind of went at each other. Tim Duncan took it more personal. You could tell whenever they played the Lakers, Tim Duncan always had that serious look on his face, had his head down. He wasn't really talking to nobody.
He getting banged up all game, bro.
He in his zone. So
Shaq used to tear his ass up. Now, how Tim beat Shaq at the line. Tim got a lot of his points at the line.
Yep, at the free throw line.
He did.
Busting. That boy stayed at the line. Between him and Parker, you couldn't touch them. By the time you got in the second half of it's 12 minutes in the fucking quarter. By the time you got to the damn 7 minute, they shooting free throws the rest of the way.
Of the way, dog.
Cooling.
Yeah, and see Shaq scoring them points without free throws. He don't need them shit.
Yeah.
Shaq going 30 without free throws.
Yeah, he just
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So Tim might have to sit down, dog.
He won 3 rings, but when you really go back and look at Shaq, and he left a lot in his cup. His cup wasn't overfilled. He didn't squeeze.
Shaq won 4 rings.
He won 4. I know he won 4, but he really won 3. He got 4. He won 3. He got 4.
Nah, bro, he went down there and helped D-Wade get that ring, bro.
He helped. Yeah, he helped. But if you go back and look at his career, like he really didn't do it. He really didn't do enough because he should have won some in Orlando too. But Jordan was there too, though. So Jordan was over there blocking. So Jordan was blocking. So
ain't nobody ate when Jordan was on the court.
Yeah, ain't nobody ate. Jordan wouldn't let you get shit. You were just hungry. But I think what I'm more disappointed in, and I put it on Shaq and Kobe, because when the media first Shaq work ethic, if he would have had the work ethic that he needed, so that wouldn't have been an issue. But the media, the way they were spinning, you know what I'm saying? The media start a lot of shit in the NFL and the NBA. They they start a lot of shit, and they started that shit. And then, and Kobe came in wanting to be one of the greats, one of the legends. But if you go tell me and start saying that I ain't going to be considered what I need to be considered just because I'm playing with him, then I want to go. Get rid of one of us. Something got to give. But if they could have just got past that and just dominated and focused, the motherfuckers won 3 rings and didn't even like each other. Just think if they was cool. Fuck best friends, just cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's a whole that's a them
niggas. We ain't gonna even.
They're not the greatest duo to me though. They're the greatest big man, little man duo though ever.
Nah, they're the greatest duo all time. That's what you go look it up. Go look it up.
Nah, man, Shaq.
Go pull up the top 10 duos in the NFL.
And Jordan and Scotty gonna be at
Jordan gonna be. You gonna have a lot. You gonna have some with Jordan at number 1 and Scotty. And then you have some with Jordan and Shaq and Kobe, but they gonna be 1, 2 in all the motherfuckers. 1, 2 in all of them.
Karl Malone and Stockton gonna be somewhere in that mix.
Somewhere in there, yep. They gonna be definitely gonna be in there. They like at least anywhere from 5 to 6 or 7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
And any of those duos can get you to the finals.
That's another one. We can do that one next week.
Yep.
Your top 5 duos.
I was trying to think about it. I'm gonna save it. Yeah, I was just gonna save it.
But other than that, man, we appreciate y'all fucking with us, man. Doing our thing, man. Gonna get up out of here. We didn't hit the little hour time. We doing good time tonight. So.
Oh yeah. The wife already over here gaming.
Okay.
Already on the game.
See what my girl doing, and if she sleep, then I'm gonna be gaming.
Hey, OG, I'm sorry I didn't get with you last week, man. I got really sick when I came back from Tennessee. We got to get together so I can tell you this, because there's a lot of shit I'm trying to help you with here.
Yeah. And I don't know, so I need to get plugged in, because I know with my personality, the way I be popping off, I like playing it, so I can get on there. I know I get some motherfuckers fucking with me, so we definitely got to do that.
Yeah, this goes to you too, Leezy. Goddamn, like
yeah.
At the minimum, bro, we should have a Discord for this fucking podcast.
Yeah, bro.
Well, we definitely changes and upgrades and all that. We definitely need to get together, put our heads together. Because it's all about taking it to the next level, even getting it to the point where we all got our background. We ain't necessarily got to have the same background, but we can have the same of the show in our own style and flavor. Because everybody will do the same background. We can just have whatever it is. If it's let's talk about it, or if it's 45 minutes of sports or football, we got the words. We saying the same shit, but in our own flavor. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with it. I'm with it, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. Guys, thank y'all for having me, man. I definitely gotta get off because they at that final circle now, so I gotta make sure my ass is good to go.
I already know. All right, hold it down, man.
Y'all have a good night, man.
Y'all fucks with us.
I picked up the ball and start walking with that bitch. Look like I'm traveling. I love everything you hate about yourself. You keep me laughing. I go John Rambo. Pick up a butcher knife and stab you guys. A lot of yellow caution tape. The crime scene was graphic. I connected all my dreadlocks to a fire-breathing dragon. Like them Avatar monkeys, did them giant pterodactyls. I like white girls with long hair. Jessica the rabbit, she give eye contact. Suck my dick, lot of spit, gagging. I'm a narcissist, cocking you, flexing on you, bragging. Cut a rug on your carpet and go apart. Dancing and gorilla glue, stick to you like protein and bananas. I'm a whole different species, rare breed of animal. 30 days a night, sound delicious for a vampire. So I lock up all the doors, then shut down all the blinders. And some robbers outside look like bats. Bet they bite us, bet they trying to get inside to steal my notepad binder. Trying to find it, scratch, rewrite and then reword it. Them fag fuck niggas out that nuttier than squirrel shit. Faggot. Fuck niggas, form they foot squad and put Viagra in their eyelid. Wanted to look hard, like good lord. I'm trying to put my best foot forward. Size 13 shoe, Air Max, fuck Jordan. I'm all about mine, bitch nigga, fuck yours. And if you try to take what's mine, I'll react with blunt force. It's more lazy, nigga.